track of that. All right, so here we go. We are doing absolute value inequalities today. This is the last section of this textbook before you guys have another group test tomorrow. I will say that again. You all have a group test tomorrow. It's on film. So for people who walk in, who roll in tomorrow and are like, dude, I totally didn't know we had a test. It is on film now. So group test tomorrow. Okay, here we go. We are doing absolute value inequalities today. We're going to start out really, really easy. We have a couple of terminologies here that we're going to look at, but I'm going to wait to do that until we actually get into the examples. So here we go. Solve and graph. Okay, you can see that. Okay, so this is just like when we were doing, we're combining the things that we've done over the last 2 days. We're combining inequalities and absolute value equations. So remember with absolute value equations, we ended up splitting it up into 2 separate ones. You guys remember that? Okay. It's going to be similar here. So let's start out really easy. The absolute value of x is less than 6. Okay. Solve and graph this. So we are looking for 2 numbers here, or sorry, excuse me, 2 inequalities that would work with this. Let me ask a question first. Can anybody think of any numbers that you could fill in here to make this statement true? Stacy? 4? Okay, 4 would work. I'm going to make a list here. What other numbers would work? Let's see. Jade?
5.
Good. Oh, nice. I like the projection. Okay, what else? Yeah, Kendra. -3. What else? How about 0? Does 0 work? What else?
1.
Marcy?
Could we just say anything below 6?
Good. Anything below 6. Now, here, that's part of it, but what about -13? -13 is below 6.
No.
No. Okay, so there's one other piece of this that also has to be put in here. Lydia?
Anything below 6 and above -6.
And above -6. Okay, so that is what our solution is, and I want you all to be looking at this. Remember with absolute value, we didn't have the inequality there, but we said x could equal 6 or -6. But remember, just think, when you multiply or divide by a negative, you flip the direction of the inequality. Keep thinking along those lines. We also ended up with -6, but we flipped the direction of the inequality. So that's really the only difference between what we've been doing over the last couple days in this. So graphing it, we have a +6 over here, and we have a -6 over here. Do we have open circles on these or closed?
Open.
How do we know it's open again? That's good. There's no equals to sign underneath the inequality symbol. Okay, so you guys tell me, I'm either shading in this region, in between them, or on outside regions. What do you guys think?
In between.
In between, good. How do we know that again? That's good. All numbers less than 6. It's kind of common sense, right? Numbers that are less than 6 and greater than 6 fall in that region. Okay, questions on this? Okay, let's do another one. Absolute value of x minus 3 is less than 1. So this is where it gets a little bit trickier to start thinking about numbers to plug in, and that's where now is where we want to start breaking it up. Okay, and breaking it up in the same way that we broke up this last one and the same way that we broke up absolute value equations. So we have the absolute value on the left by itself. So we're going to split it up. We're going to say x minus 3 is less than 1. So everything stays the same in the first equation, except you remove the absolute value bars. And x minus 3 is greater than, you flip the direction of the inequality, -1. Okay, very similar to what we did in the last problem. We showed why that works with guessing some numbers, but carry that same concept down into the next several problems. And now all we want to do is solve both of them. So, what do we have to do to this to solve it? Add 3, add 3. So x is less than 4. Okay, add 3, and x is greater than how much? 2. Okay? So let's see. I'm going to put 0 a little bit farther over to the left this time. We have a positive 2 and a positive 4. Open or closed?
Open.
Open. Okay. So another way to tell which region you shade in, if we're looking for numbers that are greater than 2, that's to the right of 2, so over here. And if we're looking for numbers that are also less than 4, it'll show you whether you're shading in between or not based on looking at the individual inequalities. All right, how are we doing on questions?
Good.
Fine? They're pretty easy? Am I going too slow?
That's good.
No. No, yes. Some people say yes. That's okay. All right. That's the extent of it. So do you guys want to do the thing where you come up and get extra credit?
Yes.
You want me to put up a few problems?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me put them up first so you can see them ahead of time. Then I'll give you some time to work on them, and then you guys can come up, okay? What? Yeah, I want you to hold off if you've already gotten some extra credit. Hold off and let other people have a chance. But then we're going to get to a point where everybody will have gone or nobody will want to anymore, so then you can go back. All right, here we go. So absolute value of 2a plus 3 is less than or equal to 1. So the absolute value of 2a plus 3 is less than or equal to 1. Then we've got 2 times the absolute value of x plus 4 is greater than 10. So on this one, I just want to make a note that you always want to have the absolute value completely by itself before you do anything with it. Okay, so there's a way to do that here. And let me put up one more so you guys can kind of see all of them. And then I think we can just be done after that. Okay, so the last one is the absolute value of 2c minus 1 is less than or equal to 3 minus c. Absolute value of 2c minus 1 is less than or equal to 3 minus c. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pause it, give you guys a couple minutes to work, and then we will reconvene. Everybody give Christian a round of applause. He's going to do number 3. All right. Do you want to be on this?
I don't care.
You don't care. All right, so then you're going to be. Go ahead.
Right. So do I have to explain while I do it, or just do it?
You can if you want. You don't have to if you don't want to. It's
Okay.
up to you. So everybody watch what Christian is doing. See if you agree. Christian, do you want some think music?
Some sync music?
Some think music?
Sure, why not?
Okay. I got you.
Okay. Yeah. This is deep. This is good.
Here we go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. I'm talking about bad.
Man.
My favorite black. It's the pain in the butt. So what? So what? I'm talking
What could I do for mine?
You can do it on the other side of the line if you want.
my favorite black. It's the pain in the butt. So what? So what?
We need the numbers. Talk to 1, 2, 3. Because if we didn't have math,
Okay, everybody clap if you agree with Christian. Yay. All right. So next, who did I say next? Who's coming up next? Ashley, come on up. So he got, just for our viewers at home who are having trouble reading that is A is less than or equal to -1, and A is greater than or equal to -2. The graph that goes along with that is right here. All right, everybody give Ashley a round of applause. Thank you. Oh, my.
This is a really hard problem. That's how you do.
Would you like some think music?
Yeah, that was pretty entertaining.
Okay. Should we start it over again, or do you want to continue?
Whatever was easy.
All right.
Let's do it on the right side this time.
That's good. All right, so everybody watch what Ashley's doing. See if you agree with her.
Here we go. Yeah. Here we go.
That's
I'm talking about bad. My favorite black. It's the pain in the butt. So what?
So we need the numbers. Something 1, 2, 3. Because if we didn't have math, they could charge us hidden fees on the cell phone bill.
All right, clap if you agree with Ashley. Yay! Thank you, Ashley. All right. So, last problem, again for our viewers at home, she's got, let me just put this shading in a little bit darker. We got open circles on +1 and -9, and shading outward. All right, last problem. Rachel, everybody give Rachel a round of applause. Come on up, Rachel. All right. Would you like some think music?
Yes.
Sure. Let's just continue it from where it was, because I want you guys to hear the...
If I was in the lawyers, and even if
All right.
counting down, like 1, 2, 3, 4, we can hear it on the beat and even read it on the score. Some say a waste of time. What are they doing it for? So they ain't gonna end up again in the sweeping up the floor. Shout out to Miss Miller and even Mr. D, Miss Barnett, and Mr. Humphreys from AccAlg2 to trigonometry. If it wasn't for math, then where would we be? Shout out to Miss Miller and even Mr. D, Miss Barnett, and Mr. Humphreys. Hi.
Favorite class. It's a pain in the butt. So what?
Yeah, you all know that started out as a different
I'm
word,
talking about math.
but
Favorite class.
if we're trying to rhyme with class,
It's a pain in the butt.
Fast.
although it rhymes with the next part.
So what? So what? I'm talking about math.
All right, everybody take a look at what Rachel's doing. She got C is less than 4/3 and C is greater than -2. Clap if you agree so far. Yay. All right. She's got some closed circles, and shading. Shading in between. All right, everybody give Rachel a round of applause. Thank you, Rachel. Yay. Okay. Any questions? Cool. You guys have a homework assignment. Aside from your group test tomorrow, you have homework number 9, which is page 59, written exercises, 10 to 36 even. Whoop, let's push that up. Oops, okay, let me make sure. So that's the full solution for people who are at home. You can pause it right now because I'm about to move the paper up to show people what the homework is. So it's homework number 9, page 59, numbers 10 to 36 even. So we're going to go ahead and correct that other really old homework assignment, and then you guys we'll make it an extra credit day today. All right?